As Russia's aerial campaign intensifies, President Volodymyr Zelensky has delivered his starkest message yet. Ukraine's air defences are running dangerously low on missiles, and responsibility, he argues, does not lie in Kiev alone. The statement has reverberated across European capitals, sharpening a debate that has quietly simmered for months and now threatens to spill into the open. Before we continue, remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss in-depth coverage of the stories shaping global power and security. In remarks to Ukrainian media late last week, Zelensky described a critical shortage of interceptor missiles for Western-supplied air defense systems, including Patriot and NASAMS platforms. According to his account, these systems were unable to counter recent waves of Russian strikes due to depleted stockpiles, leaving cities exposed and essential services vulnerable. His message was blunt and unvarnished. Without a steady flow of interceptors, he warned, power outages and infrastructure damage were inevitable. Ukraine's ability to defend its population now hinges on the speed and scale of Western logistical and financial commitments. Zelensky emphasized that repeated appeals to partners for additional deliveries had not produced results commensurate with the urgency of the situation. In his telling, the problem was not technological capability, but political will and supply coordination. The Ukrainian leader's remarks mark the latest episode in a series of increasingly tense exchanges with European allies. At the recent World Economic Forum in Davos, Zelensky openly criticized what he portrayed as European hesitation and strategic ambiguity. His comments, delivered in unusually sharp language, prompted immediate pushback from several senior officials. Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán characterized Zelensky as a leader under extreme pressure, suggesting that the strain of the prolonged conflict has narrowed his options. Italy's Foreign Minister Antonio Tajani went further, calling the criticisms unfair and underscoring the substantial military, financial, and humanitarian assistance already provided by European states. These responses highlight a widening gap in expectations. While Kiev continues to press for accelerated and expanded support, some European leaders appear increasingly concerned about sustainability, domestic political constraints, and the long-term trajectory of the war. If you find this analysis valuable, tap the like button. It helps others discover the channel and supports our continued reporting. The strains are not limited to Ukraine's international relationships. Zelensky has also faced internal disputes over responsibility for the country's fragile energy infrastructure. In recent comments, he criticized Kiev's mayor, Vitaly Klitschko, accusing municipal authorities of failing to prepare the capital for large-scale power disruptions. Klitschko rejected the accusation, arguing that electricity generation and strategic energy planning fall under national, not municipal authority. He further claimed that requests for coordination with the president had gone unanswered, revealing a deeper rift within Ukraine's political leadership at a time when unity is widely viewed as essential. These internal disagreements underscore the broader challenge facing Kiev, managing a war effort that demands seamless coordination across military, political, and civil institutions, all while under constant external attack. Russia, for its part, has acknowledged an escalation in long-range strikes targeting Ukrainian military and dual-use infrastructure. Moscow has framed these operations as retaliation for Ukrainian attacks on Russian energy facilities and what it describes as strikes affecting civilian areas within Russia. The intensifying exchange has placed unprecedented pressure on Ukraine's air defense network. Interceptor missiles, unlike launch platforms, are consumable resources. Once expended, they must be replaced, a process dependent on production capacity, funding approvals, and complex international logistics. Zelensky's public frustration reflects this reality. Advanced systems are only as effective as the supply chains that sustain them. As the conflict grinds on, Zelensky's increasingly direct rhetoric suggests a strategic recalibration. By speaking openly about shortages and assigning responsibility beyond Ukraine's borders, he appears to be attempting to reframe the urgency of support and force difficult conversations among allies. Whether this approach will accelerate assistance or deepen fatigue among partners remains an open question. What is clear is that the war has entered a phase where political endurance and industrial capacity may prove as decisive as battlefield tactics. If you want clear, compelling breakdowns of global conflicts and power struggles, subscribe now and share this video with others who want to understand what's really at stake. Ukraine's air defense dilemma encapsulates a broader truth about modern warfare. Resilience depends not only on courage and strategy, but on sustained international cooperation. As Zelensky presses his case and European leaders weigh their responses, the coming weeks may determine whether current support mechanisms can adapt to the realities of a prolonged high-intensity conflict. Stay with us for continued coverage, analysis, and updates as this critical story unfolds.